All right, peeps, welcome back to my channel. This is Emily with Inner Child Tarot, and I'm going to do a quick shuffle to see who I'm reading for. Uranus, House of 4, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort, radical change. All right, Spirit. Thank you for being with me through this reading. Who am I reading for today? Who's up? Chiron, hurt and heal. We all have Chiron in our chart somewhere. I encourage you to look at your chart. I have a link for it in the description below to do a free birth chart. Water. Interesting. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We are just about to Cancer season. Holy Christmas, Pluto. This is a deck full of astrological signs and Chiron, water, and Pluto. I'm gonna try, Spirit, what astrological sign am I reading for? Or am I reading for all three water signs? Mutable. Yep. All right. I'm reading for water signs. All right. We'll do these decks and then see what Spirit has to tell us, and we'll get to tarot. Without further ado, let's hang out. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to put these over here while I shuffle these love oracle cards. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for allowing me to read for you water signs. It's a beautiful day in New England. I don't know if it's a beautiful day wherever you are. Oh, these are stiff still. I just got these a few weeks ago. I've only used them for a couple of private readings. If you would like a private reading, I do have my email address in the description box below. And I still haven't set up the Inner Child email address. I usually would just do readings off of my personal name. So feel free to email me with a day and a time that you might be interested, and I will see what I can do. I will email you back some things about getting a private reading. All right. So let's just review this. The mutable signs show surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Transformation, change. Hurt and heal. And getting the following change. And your signs of spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Water. Chiron. Pluto. And the mutables. And the mutables. It's like, and the Incredibles. All right, let's see what this love oracle deck has to tell us. Too many. Spirit, what do you have to tell me? Rings, romantic night. Romantic entanglement. Sexual encounter. Spirit, any others? Secret help. I'm called to get one more for some reason. What do you have to tell me, Spirit? What is for my water signs? My mutable, lovely water signs. One more? Okay, how about 2 shuffles for me, please? 1. Maybe not one more. You want to give me one more? Prince Escalus. Romantic night. Romantic entanglement, sexual encounter. Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Rings, symbol of love, union, and soul connection. How well my comfort is revived by this. Secret help. Keeping secrets, anonymous goodwill. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love. Rancor, I think, is like dissatisfied. Prince Escalus. Protection, kindness, undertake. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Well, let me see what we get from Animal Oracle cards. I'm hearing some messages about this being a situation where you felt like you were needing to be rescued, and that in the previous relationship you were in, you loved them because they loved you. And a lot was learned about that idea that only you need to find someone who loves you in order to feel love. Okay, follow me here. But what I'm being told is that you needed to find love within yourself before you could truly feel love from someone else. And along the way, there were people, at least one older gentleman that came into your life. Someone bald may be significant. Facial hair may be significant, I'm hearing. Pensive, meaning like someone who is a little bit tense. Very much loving you. Not necessarily ever having felt the love that he wanted for you. So this might be a father figure or a grandfather, someone in your family, a longtime friend who you didn't have any romantic connection with. And princes tell me about young leadership, young love, I'm hearing. And this was young love, or what you thought was love. You were young. I'm hearing that you didn't feel like you were young when you made commitment to this person, but looking back now, having experienced what you have, you would say, oh yeah, I was young. If I could go back, I would. But there's a new love coming in for you. I know it's not always as fun to hear that it might be the love you have for yourself, but it is a new love. Spirit, fox, bear, both earth, both earth. Any more, Spirit? One more for me, please. Beaver. Okay. Fox, bear, and beaver. All forest animals. Interestingly, all having the light on them from like a strong central like orbit to a bit farther off in the distance but still overhead to a bit of a setting sun. Which way do we look at it? Take it as it resonates, fox to beaver or beaver to fox. Beaver is very productive. I'm getting the sense that this is where you are now. Kind of pouring as a water sign, effectively pouring your love into yourself, into your life. You are not wanting to give up on all the things that you'd worked so hard to create. You know, the beaver just spends all of its time collecting and piling and putting together these dams, literally, that stop water. And water is emotion. So in essence, have you stopped your emotions from flowing out into the world, into other people? Because you still have not yet come out of this bear phase. Hibernating brought you great sense of safety and security. Out in the world, bears are a very independent creature. Each of these, interestingly enough, is very committed to their young. The cubs, I don't know what baby beavers are. Baby beavers. My daughter was obsessed with baby beavers when she was little. Yeah, go figure. I don't know where your head went, but yes, it was weird. Baby beavers, I think foxes are cubs as well. Very protective. So you have children in your life, potentially from this relationship, or like you're a really protective aunt, I'm hearing, or like you are someone who always has things for the kids in the neighborhood on Halloween, like you're one of the best houses to go to. Kids are very drawn to you. No matter no matter what the occasion, I'm hearing that you're someone that people will go to feel safe. But do you feel safe in your own skin, in your own body? What do you need to do in order to feel safe in your own body? Because only then can you send out the message that you're ready to receive something or someone, because you have learned how to receive yourself. What does that mean? That you have learned how to accept yourself. And in accepting yourself, those that are on a lower vibration from you may feel a little intimidated, but those who are supposed to be in your circle, you are going to attract those kinds of people. So being mindful of that, that sense that I'm getting that you are someone who cares deeply about what other people think, even if you won't admit it, that there's just this like, because okay, Spirit, how am I saying this? Because you are such a homebody and you have found that to be the safest place for you, you also now are trying to find safety outside of that home, outside of the innocence of the children, in a way that allows you to just simply be you. And unless you're willing to push away, let fall away, I'm hearing, walk away from the naysayers, the people who just are critics to be critics, the people who will find any reason for something to be wrong, especially in the case where you're quite powerful with your energy, this emanating energy from you. And to be in this place is to go back, I think, to when this relationship had yet started and you were once again like out showing off who you are, not in like a showy brag kind of way, but like showing off like a proud way. You know, this is who I am, by the clothes that you wore or the places that you went. There was this great sense of independence that you had. And Spirit wants you to feel that again. Allow that to be a part of your vibration, is what I'm hearing. That you have protection around you enough so that you can like flip the script again. You've done enough. You've worked hard enough on yourself. Not to say we aren't always working hard, but you, deep inside of you, there is this younger self who wants to help you. And tapping into that younger self is going to be really important. All right, let's see what the yeah, very much I just get this sense that like at some point in your life you felt like accepted and popular and happy and jovial, and then you were not. And this could be just about something that's happened recently. I'm getting that this is everyone's, you know, kind of lifelong journey, but it's also things ebb and flow like water, you know, things, the mutable energy that you have within you to transform something that was once difficult to something that is a lesson learned and moving forward. Like water flows in a river. You can change the shape of the river. You can transform. You can transform. I was hearing rock to water, hurt to heal. You're being asked to transform whatever hurt that was, big or small, into that transmutable water energy that you know so well. Because someone is wanting to come in. All right, I'm going to read this way. I feel like because I started this way, this is where you are. This is where you just recent past, and this is who you want to get back to. So let's do this, just so we don't get confused. We're gonna do Beaver. I don't love that. I'm sorry. Because you're really over here with these guys. And this was definitely here. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't love that. All right, let's find out where you are now in this Beaver energy. In your forest. Fox, bear. Oh, this might be Spirit. Where's Beaver? Oh, thank you. I just had it. There he is. Yeah, hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The Beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it in the way of earth elements, providing a home and financial stability. Although a Beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The Beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. So this is where you are most immediately, where you have been. I get the sense that like you've been in this place for a little while. And interesting that I think what sent you to this place was the bear energy. Okay, so the hard worker, like keep your head down, protect your family, safety, security, all things important to you. Emotions, difficult. Bear. I saw a bear. There he is. Bear. So So the bear was, if the story has a middle, the bear is the middle of your story. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, or full of obstacles. But you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. So you had sent the message forward to yourself, this secret help being super important, that this beaver is taking the energy. Okay, I know that this is a little harder to follow. This beaver is taking the energy and transmuting it into the things that you needed most at the time. Where you're going, we will find out. But this is up to the story up to this point. Was the beaver building its dam, and the beaver built his dam because your slumbering energy that was in this cave, this hermit energy of reflection and retreat a little bit, was there, like recollecting yourself. And upon coming out and emerging, you started to produce. So now we go all the way back to before this relationship that you were in, or during this relationship, early in this relationship, and see who you were. Oh, I turned right to it. Thank you, Spirit. Smart, strong partner, wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystic to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. When this card appears, reconnect to those you love, starting with yourself. That doesn't say this, but I added it. Foxes don't do well when they slip away. Did you slip away on something, on a decision, on a relationship, on a connection? Did you allow yourself to slip away? Like water down, running down hill. You'd like reached a point of your mountain. This is a very metaphorical read. I hope for those of you that are hanging with me, this is awesome. Heavy on metaphors. You may be someone who likes to write. Creative writing might be of value to you. Journaling. I'm hearing like something that you do very privately is to look inside of yourself, sharing your thoughts and feelings with the page, not with people. Seems like you got hurt, you got burned. I'm gonna say for many of you, what resonates is that this fox got burned. And what you felt like was this new joyous symbol of union went dark. And it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. But you came out of it. In the last year, maybe, you've come out of it. And you've been working as this beaver. And Spirit would love for you to make a different kind of progress, leaving behind what you felt needed to get all bound up in this dam for protection's sake. I'm not saying like walk out into public and like, you know, take the filter off and say whatever's on your mind all the time in complete truth. Like, just temper yourself. So the filter is a boundary that will keep you safe, yes. But when do you take that filter off, or how much of that filter do you take off for the people who you want to bring closer to you? All right, let's get the vibe. Envy. Someone in your world is definitely competitive. Is it a sibling? Someone like long-term competitive. And I'm getting that maybe you've had these people like repeat characteristics of that throughout your life. It's like did you ever come to peace with that part of you that knew that you were kind of being attacked, or knew that people were envious of you, and that you didn't want to upset anyone by being who you were, by being good or happy or talented at something, but you did inadvertently upset people. It brought you kind of into this people-pleasing mentality. Burned bridges. Somebody burned bridges with you. I think you've maybe even burned bridges trying to figure out how much of yourself you should share. But some of those burned bridges needed to happen. Even if there's people who don't agree with you, or who think you did cut that person off, or moved that person out of your life, that you did it selfishly. And Spirit is saying you did not do it selfishly. You know which of these times really needed to happen. Burned a bridge with a masculine energy. I'm getting really strongly that this is like someone that had a big ego, where you felt like, again, like if you're happy, I'm happy. Maybe kind of love bombed you too. Just saying. If you don't know what love bombing is, it's a really good technique that the average narcissist will use to get you to think, oh, this is a great relationship. And then over time, things get dark. All right. Let's find out what the vibe is. What's the vibe, Spirit? What do we know? What's the vibe for my water signs? What's the vibe for my water signs? 2 more shuffles. What's the vibe for my water signs? I don't want it to come out. What's the vibe for my water signs? Time, delay, procrastination, too busy. Wishful thinking, second chances, deja vu, nostalgia. You have spent enough time putting yourself back together. It is time to take the wishful thinking of what would a second chance look like. And all the good feelings that come from your past, and send them into the world. Allow them to wash over you, bringing change and healing. Water is very healing. It could be something that's soothing to you, like taking a long shower or being by the ocean. You are mutable. Your sign commands that you respect your sensitivity, that it's something that is a superpower of yours, and maybe not necessarily what some people would consider a weakness. Allow this to be your superpower. Okay. So I think otherwise those speak for themselves. Let's get some tarot cards. We'll do the Light Seers deck. Let's see. I'm gonna do this because we can see them. I'm just putting these in a bit of a condensed version so that we can get some tarot for you. Okay. The Chariot. Things are changing for you. Change is coming. You have the chance to kind of leave one thing behind and carry one thing forward. The light and the dark are both of them bringing you into this kind of like new dawn. I'm gonna get a card first. Pay attention. I'm gonna get a card first to see what happens after the beaver. What is going on here? What happens after the beaver? What is that next energy? And if I need to draw another animal card, I will, but I'm very drawn to this, what happens after the beaver? Seven of Swords. You are letting go of that which has like deceived you, eluded you. I need more from this because this definitely signals to me, yes, I get it. We're going in a direction where you have faced what has deceived you in the past, and you are not going to let that happen to you again. And you're very, very concerned that it's going, well, maybe not for all of you, this will resonate, but for some of you, you're very concerned. For others, it's like, oh yeah, well, I really don't want that to happen again, so I'm not going to, date someone from, I don't know, California. I love you if you're from California. It was just an example. But I need some more. Spirit, help me. You are full of ideas. You have a great opportunity to start something new. Following what you've learned. You will have someone coming. A page is a messenger. Looking out for someone. Excuse me. Yeah, communication. For sure. Let's see, what else can you tell me about the Page of Swords? Seven of Swords reversed. King of Swords. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse is really the narcissist. You are on the lookout for the narcissist. Almost to an extent that you're overshadowing what it is that you really do want. And thinking about what it is that you do want is more important than thinking about what you don't want. And we are all super clear that water signs do not want a narcissist. You've been there, you've done that. You don't want a situation that gaslights you, where you question, was that my fault? Did I do that? Could that have been me? Questioning your intuition is what I'm hearing. And what you're being asked to do is get in touch with your intuition again. There are messengers. See the two birds? There might be more than one messenger that is wanting to share information with you, wanting you to push forward, begging for that curiosity to come back out in you. Maybe the nostalgia of like some old friends before this relationship was in your life would be helpful. What's next? Show me what's next for those water signs. What's next? Ace of Cups in reverse. This is all about you being, how do I want to say this? What Spirit is showing me is that you are in connection with what you don't want, most of all. You understand what made you feel empty. You understand what loss feels like. You understand what being uncertain of yourself feels like, and what Spirit is asking you to do, and I'm going to draw another animal card for this, I'm called to do that, is turn this on the flip side of it, which is all about your intuition, your spirituality, your new feelings, new energy, hope. You see the water coming out of here. You have the ability to turn this upright, and you're being asked to do so, because let's find out. But first, what is the animal that my water signs watching this want to be? What is the animal that they want to be? Can you show me? A lot of thinking. Can you show me? There's a lot of thinking in this. A lot of swords. Swords is thinking. Getting out of your head and into your heart. I want this one. The spider. Oh, I love this one. Possibilities are endless. Help me find the spider. There it is. Did I find it? Oh, that's the tarantula. Help me find the spider. I'll edit this out. Spirit, help me find the spider. There it is. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us that creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. And that can be abundance in the heart as well. All right. What can you tell us about this relationship? Magician in reverse. You are needing to be a little crafty. I don't know why I'm using the word crafty. This is not something that you need to conjure up. It's already been done. It's already written in the cards. All you need to do now is believe that you can call this person in. That's the missing part, is you believing that you are a magician. Believe that you are a magician. What can you tell me about this? Page of Pentacles in reverse. You are on the cusp of having an offer come in. What can you tell me about this to help my water signs? What do my water signs need to do? Interesting. So this is the Four of Wands in reverse, the Three of Cups, the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Moon, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're being asked right now to reach outside of yourself, because there's this like lack of trust you have in yourself that is holding you back. So reaching outside of yourself and connecting with those people closest to you, really asking them advice on what it is that what are you good at? What makes you who you are? This is the end of this cycle of a lack of union. You're coming to an end, and it's all about trusting your intuition so that you can connect with this person. Your intuition is trying to speak with you. What can you tell me about, that might be significant, being upside down or inside out. Maybe not looking at yourself the way that you typically look at yourself. Like, not just looking in the mirror and saying, this is what I see. It's like, what do I really see? If I turned myself inside out or flipped myself upside down, what would I really see? I'm going to flip these for some reason. What can you tell me about my water signs? Water signs? One more. What can you tell me about water signs that they need to know? The Tower. Three of Wands. Temperance. Five of Wands. The Emperor. There he is. The Ten of Wands. You've called this in. You have called this Tower in because you know that you need to shake things up in order to know what to do next, because you're not necessarily seeing what it is that you should be doing next. You've been very patient, Temperance, and the fight that you have felt has been real. But it is leading you to this Emperor, this divine masculine. As I'm feeling like I'm talking to divine feminine. Ten of Wands is no longer something that you're carrying. You are someone who has been through a lot and doesn't want to keep that record going anymore. Like, you don't want to be someone that's lived a tough life, but you've lived a tough life. You've had a lot of challenges to overcome, but you don't want that to define you. These challenges that you handled an amazing amount of change and disruption, and you didn't run away from it. You were patient and kind and looked for the learning, the lesson in it. And that you will have a love that's very deep in this Emperor. What else can you tell me about my water signs? You're done feeling like you lack for anything. You have done the work to prove to yourself that you can survive on your own, but you don't want to survive on your own. Thriving, yes. Surviving, there's a debate that you have. I just see you as so concerned with the idea that you would do this over again, that you would make the same mistakes. And that is what has prevented this cycle to end. Ending this cycle is going to be so important for you, and you have everything within you to end the cycle. Spirit says end the freaking cycle. Believe in yourself. Get in touch with your intuition. Go on a long walk. Get a set of tarot cards. Write in a journal. Touch base with some old friends. The time for you to wait and be patient is over. Push yourself out of your comfort zone and go. Get going. It's gonna happen for you. I know it. It's gonna happen for you. Any last advice for my water signs? People want to help you. You need to want to help yourself. Get out of your own way. You can do this. The reversal of these in the advice section is that if you follow the advice of Spirit, these will turn for you. if you stay in the mindset that you are in, some of you, I hear you saying like, well, not right now, or maybe in a little bit, or I'm just going to wait until, or I'm too afraid, or it doesn't matter, I don't need to be with anybody. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, because this is what's happening. Joy, empowerment, stability with a King of Pentacles, and so much opportunity on the horizon. So many things to think about doing and being and seeing and all of it. This is where you need to go. This is stuck right now. Can you give me one last? Well, damn. Chariot. What did we start this reading with? Chariot on the bottom, what you don't see coming. You gotta go. It's time. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this resonated for you, like and subscribe would be amazing. It definitely helps out my channel. I am loving hanging out with you guys, and I really appreciate you so much. Sending all my love. Get it moving. I'll catch you on the flip side.